Hey, everybody. Travis Justice, Ross Peterson, inside the News Radio 1040 WHO studios. Iowa wins. They gave up a late touchdown. There's some bettors mad because that blew the spread if you bet Iowa to cover. But that really doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. Iowa's 9-2, and that's what matters the most. Still alive, Ross Peterson, for a Big Ten title game possibility.
Now, am I right that Wisconsin just scored to go up 7 on Nebraska?
Yeah, so 21-14, but even if Wisconsin were to win, they got to beat Minnesota next week as well. Right? Yes. So
yeah, I think so. But, I mean, listen, let's focus on the Hawkeyes today. This is a pretty good game for this Hawkeye football team. Turn things around, right, Travis? You get down early, had the ball bounce the Illinois way for a little while. And the Hawks came back and responded. The offense did what it needed to do. The defense shored things up. You get those special teams victories that you've got to have. And this team comes away with a nice W today.
Dan says 9-2, I'll take it. I think a lot of guys will take 9-2. I mean, it's really being the best of yourself and getting to those goals that you're trying to attain.
Yeah, sure. You're absolutely right. I'm sure we're going to have a lot of fun with that today. I know a lot of people having fun with that on Twitter today.
You know, and Ed says, love you guys on Sound Off, and we appreciate you loving us on Sound Off because we love doing Sound Off. And Sound Off's going to start in about an hour and 15 minutes, maybe about an hour and a half. Ross will not be here to start the show. He's going to go to the Nutcracker, watch his little girl dance in the first 20 minutes. But when you get back in the studio, there'll be plenty to talk about.
Oh, my gosh.
You know, including heading at the short week with Nebraska. Alex Padilla didn't look great, but he also didn't get a lot of help. There's a lot of drops in there.
Dude, I'm excited about this short week coming up with Nebraska. I'm excited about a Friday kickoff with the Cornhuskers. I've already gotten from text messages. Our buddy Brooks Reynolds from Bacon Fest, the Bacon King of America, of the planet, texted me and wanted to know what bowl game the Hawkeyes are going to. So that is always an indication, Travis, when Hawkeye fans are starting to look forward and starting to ask those questions, we know that means there's thousands of Hawkeye fans who are going to be driving home today thinking that same thing. Like, what are those bowl possibilities? A loss today, and like things like the Las Vegas Bowl were still in play. I think now you move that up a little bit, and we're talking about some really good bowl games at play here.
You know, I'm going to play devil's advocate here because as people tell me this all the time, I think it's a big deal, and maybe is 9 wins what it used to be? Because I think it is. I still think you hit a 9 because people have that debate all the time. I think 9 wins is a big deal.
I mean, Travis, there's got to be discretion. You know, It depends on what your 9 wins look like. If your 9 wins have not come against anybody of any importance, then no. This Hawkeye team has won some important games this year. I mean, in fact, they've won most of their important games this year, with the exception of Wisconsin. They've won all their important games this year. So I think you have to look at 9-2 with discretion. If Cincinnati's 9-2 this year, it's not a great year. If the Hawkeyes are 9-2 back in 2015, it's not a great year. Is this a great year? That's really tough. I don't know. It's a really good year. It's been a fun year. They've exceeded expectations.
I mean, it could be 6-5, right?
Exactly right. And it's going to end on a really good note, meaning it's going to end with a good bowl game, even no matter what happens Friday. And we'll spend a lot of time talking about Friday, I think, tonight, Travis. It's a really big matchup. Even when you said it, man, it got my blood going.
Yeah, and it's always kind of a fun week. And, of course, I had that unique situation of being pretty close to the situation just where I live. But Iowa victorious over Illinois today, improving to 9-2 on the season. The Jethro's Barbecue Sound-Off coming up. We're scheduled to start at 6 o'clock. I anticipate maybe a 6:10, 6:15 start. And then we'll be on the air until 9 o'clock tonight. 9-2 on the season. 3 hours of your phone calls at 284-1040 coming up. He's Ross Peterson. I'm Travis Justice. We'll talk to you on the Jethro's Barbecue Sound Off.